Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Automation Hub Sarthak, and in continuation with the Python Automation Selenium in English playlist, today we will do the second video. So in the first video I already told how to download, install, configure Python in your MacBook, and also download and do small setting changes in PyCharm again in MacBook. So in today's video we will learn about the basic print statements. I will also teach about how to make the comments, both single and multi-line comments in Python, and also we will learn about variables. So these are the three topics that I'll cover in this video. Okay, so without any further ado, let's jump into our code. So this is the first Python code. So I'll refactor this, rename, and I'll make it like I'll just give one underscore and give this as print statements. Okay, so now onwards I'll write every video I'll write 1, 2, something like that. So now this is a simple print statement, guys. Okay, so I just showed you can run this. I'm learning Python, no problem, it will work fine. But if you want to write it in single quotes, I'm learning Python automation, even this will work. See, this is also fine. So you can store this is a string, you can store either in a double quote or single quote, it should not create problems. Now let's say for example you want to store a number 400, save it, run this program, you're able to do it. Okay, you want to store any decimal number, this will also work absolutely fine. So there should not be a problem in this. Okay, if you want to store a boolean value, this is also fine. So these are certain print statements that you want to print. Now there is something which I want to tell you. This is line 1. Okay, I'll write another. This is line 2. This is line 3. Run. You will see these 3 lines are one below the other. What if you want all these 3 lines to be in the output console instead of these 3 lines one below the other? You want it in one line horizontally. So all you have to do is end equal to double quote, comma, end equal to double quote. Now run this. It will be in this line. Now you will say, okay, this is line 1, there is no space in it, and here after line 2 there is no space. Simple, go here, give a space after this, save it. Now you can make space. So this is very simple. I mean, print statements you'll be using quite a lot. So this is one very simple way of writing those print statements. Now let's go into the comments part. Let's say you want to address something within your Python file which you want to highlight it, but that should not be executable. Then you have to write it as a comment. So use hash symbol. See, this line has been commented. If you want, you will run this. This line will not be printed anywhere because this is a line which is in a commented section. So any kind of heading, any kind of something which you want to address, okay, this is an important part of the code. Let me highlight it for future reference. And how do you want to highlight? You want to pass a particular comment which you will remember it for whatever notes purpose or any purpose. So this is how you do a single line comment. So this is a single line comment. Now if you want to have multiple lines commented together, for example these 3 lines of code, so you want to comment these 3 lines of code. Now if I run this program, what will happen is this 3 commands will also be executed. Okay, so right click, run. See, row number 14, 15, 16 got executed here. But you don't want this. You want this whole thing, the whole multi-statements or multi-lines to be commented. Simple, double quote, double quote, double quote. Keep 3 double quotes. Take out 3 double quotes. So now these 3 lines have been commented out. Right click, run as. You will not see the execution of this because they have been commented out. So this is single line comment using hash for multi-line comments, double quote, double quote, double quote, double, and don't give space between these double quotes. Many people do that. Then see, it will not work. Okay. No space between these multi-line comment double quotes. So there are 3 double quotes and then 3 double quotes. So whatever you write within these three double quotes, within the 6 double quotes, without any spaces in between them, everything will be commented. It's as simple as that. Okay. So we have completed print statements. We have completed comments, single and multi-line. Let's start variables. So what do you mean by variables? Variables are nothing but representation of any kind of a data type that is stored inside the memory location. For example, I want to store an integer. I'll write I equals to 1. Now, if you have programming knowledge in other object-oriented programming, in Java and all, you will be like int I equals to 1. Here we don't need to, because by default Python will realize that fact. The Python intelligence unit will realize the fact that, okay, this variable I has a value 1 which is stored in the memory location, and this is kind of an integer. So let's say you write j equals to 2, k equals to 3. That's fine. You can store this. Let's say you want to store a particular name. Okay, so you write first name equal to John. This first name in Java, what you used to write? String, proper string word, first underscore name equals to John. And after this you write semicolon. But here in Python you don't end a statement with semicolon. It's not required. Okay. So let's say you write last underscore name. See, this is also a variable. Okay. If you want to print, let's say print I, print j, print k, print first underscore name, print last underscore name. So all these 1, 2, 3 John Cena will be printed. See, it got printed, no problem. If you want John Cena to be printed in 1 line, give a space. See, it got printed. Now there is one more way of printing this ijk. Instead of printing it like this, if you want to print it horizontally in 1 line, so there is one way of representing this. So you can do something like so let me keep it like this. I'll write it with ABC. A comma B comma C equal to 10 comma 11 comma 12. You can print like this. See, 10, 11, 12 got printed. This is one way of printing the variables as well. If you don't want to store it like this, you can store it like this. Give comma and this should be fine. So let's say you have another situation wherein you have multiple values, multiple variables with the same value. For example, D equals to 100, E equals to 100, F equals to 100. So if you want to print D, E, F, it will print like this. Okay, but you need not type 3 different variables this way. Rather, you can write d equal to f equals to 100. This is also correct. This will also work. See, it's simple. There are certain changes that you need to do. So these are certain variables that you want to define. So typically speaking, you can also utilize these things in your different other integers, different other data types as well. I'll put up another video on data types, which will give a better clarity of how to represent all these things. But these are very simple. So this is all about your print statements, comments, single line comment, multi-line comments. These are the ways you represent variables. You don't need to add the data type in front of the variable as we have in other programming languages. We don't have it in Java. Just write it, represent it, and this representation will be fine. If you want to represent, I'll teach you more about representation of single quotes, double quotes, and there are various data types that I'll explain in the next video. So this will make it more clear. So hopefully you like this video. So the third topic in the video 3, we will learn more about data types, and then this variables and comments and all will make more sense. Print statements and all will make more sense. Okay. Thank you so much. Sarthak here, signing off.